Cheers, everyone. Welcome to another morning live stream. A little later, considerably later than usual. It's just that, because I'm not home, as you can see. I'm in the other location, and we're going to have a little chat today, hopefully. So, let's wait for people to notice that I'm here. I don't have my cup of tea today. Today, I have my bottle of water to keep me company during this live stream. Oh, so how's it going there, huh? What is on your mind this morning, afternoon, or evening? Huh? And I see we got one person. There we go. It's Robin. What's going on, Robin Ambrosi? How are you? How are you? How are you? What's the good word? Oh, Mikey Tats. What's going on there, Joy Boy? I miss seeing you, big guy. Hopefully one of these days. Let's go EKR. How's it going there, huh? Mike Wall Jasper, good morning to you. Good morning. I just had a little breakfast here. I got myself an egg sandwich. It was right. The order was right. It's a good thing, you know. It's a real privilege these days if you get an order correctly. Good morning. I never know what to say. GAJK041008. What's going on? We're not going to talk about things like that here, Mikey Tats. We'll talk about it in private. You probably heard the wrong way, the wrong story. Yeah, I don't know. I have the right story. It is a little situation, not a big deal as far as I'm concerned. But hello, oh, Glenn from New Jersey. Oh, okay. Glenn from New Jersey. I'll try to remember that. It's going to be tough. There's a lot of people. I'd like to try to remember people's names and stuff. But, Robbie Detroit's Vinyl, what's going on? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Robin S., as far as I know, is doing well. Yeah, Robin says, hit that thumbs up, a.k.a. likes. Hit the thumbs up, also known as likes. What's going on, everybody? Come on, what's on your so-called minds? Let's go. Let's talk today. Back bacon and beer. I noticed I got a comment from you where you said those records that I show are not bootlegs. I wasn't too sure whether they were or were not, actually. But the thing is, I'm trying to appease everybody because some people say, oh, these are bootlegs. Sometimes they say they're not bootlegs. So I get it from both ends, and it's hard to know which way to present it, Talking about in the last record store video that I did, those records that are either Taiwan or Korean or I don't know what they are, but they're very cheap, cheaply made. That much is true, but they were cool. I did not buy them. Some people are asking me, did you buy the records that you showed in that last record store video? No, I didn't, because I did get a price, and for me personally, I thought they were too pricey. So but I say they were pricey, but in all fairness, if I had the cash at the time, I would have probably sprung for them anyway. But I thought they're a little pricey, but too pricey for me at the time. Sometimes you have money, sometimes you don't. So, good morning, Danny. Just enjoying the stream. If you want to come up, let me know. I'll send links out, but let me know first. Have you watched any Christmas movies or specials yet? No, still not feeling it this year. Only 10 days in. Today's December 10th. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really interested in Christmas this year yet. But I always say that. But quite frankly, when Christmas Day arrives, usually, I'm traveling up to Maine on Christmas Day, and when I go up there, then I start getting into it. But between now and then, I'm not really into it. But, can I tell you, it is what it is. Good morning in Germany. Hello, Germany. Thanks for checking in here. And it's always fun to see people from other countries come on. So that's always cool. Mikey's Tats says this is my favorite time of year. Every year I feel there's less and less Christmas spirit. It sucks. Yeah, well, I'm feeling less. I'm just, for not only the reason that you alluded to, but also because there's something going on. I One of my family members is not feeling very Christmassy this year, as far as I'm concerned, and that doesn't really help. And just in general, just but I'm sure that other years will be better than this year with Christmas. And as I say, it's only the 10th of December. We got time anyway. So I'm just not into it. It's not my favorite time of year at all. As you know, my favorite time of year is summer. Beetle Eddie says, "Have you seen Love Actually, and what do you think?" I know my girlfriend subjected me to that movie when we first met. I don't remember anything about it except I thought it sucked. But other than that, yeah, yeah, uh, yeah, yeah, Mike. It's just I can't get into specifics, but there's been something going on with just one. I don't mean anything like there's nothing bad health or anything like that. Just one person is I don't know, got a problem. Let's put it that way. And high out there, one person. Oh, those are pirates, not bootlegs. To me, that's semantics. I'm sorry to say, they're pirates, not bootlegs. Pirates are officially released shows in a package that does not look like an official release. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Maybe I do. Maybe I do understand the difference now that you word it that way. All right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All I know is they were interesting records, interesting covers. One of them was on blue vinyl, which I didn't show in the video. I don't think. No, I didn't. I didn't show the blue vinyl. One of them was on blue vinyl, but I just didn't have the right cash at the moment to spend that kind of money on what was at the asking price for the whole set. You know. So, and there was also one more record. We found another record later on after I shot that video. There was another record in that batch that's not represented in the video. Another Beatle record with an interesting cover there. So, you know. Oh man, I really I say this all the time, folks, but I'm trying not to raise my head up like this to see better. I need to look through the bottom of the bifocals, but I really wish the glasses could somehow sit up more like that, that I could keep my head like that. I'd rather do that. I'd rather have my head down than up. But whatever. What's your favorite Beatles solo biopic films? Oh, Backbeat I like a little bit. Um, I don't really like the biopics much. If you're talking about documentaries and things like that, I like stuff like Imagine John Lennon, the 1988 film, and stuff like that. The Beatles anthology. Hello, B-sides. Or the weird thin covers. I thought they were free. Yeah, well, no, they weren't free, but what happened was that collection came in for free. The records were in terrible shape, so the guy said, I can't make an offer on these. Somebody wanted to sell the collection. Said, I can't make an offer. The condition's too bad. Sorry. And he said, well, then just take them, and that was it. But still, when it came time to getting a price, it was full price. So whatever. But be that as it may, things don't always go the way you want them. And if I had had the money at the time, I might have like stepped up to the plate, but I just didn't have it to spend. Daniel, by the way, say hello to you, Daniel. I'm sorry if I missed you. Uh, yeah, I don't like Nowhere Boy, the movie Nowhere Boy. I didn't like that one. Avita Letty wants to know if I saw The Life of Brian, produced by George Harrison. No, I've seen some Monty Python, but I'm not a big Monty Python fan. But I like some of it. I'm not a huge fan. You know, and yeah, if you notice, I haven't been highlighting the comments only because when I'm doing these live streams from my iPhone, it's a lot tougher to highlight comments. It's a pain in the neck. I would always kind of put my hand up, but I'll do it. Don't worry. Look at Mikey. What a great that guy, Mikey. Mike, you're a good guy, man. I miss you, right? That's seeing you there at the store so much. He says if I was there, I would have given the cash to you. Yeah, he's a good guy. Well, a loan, maybe a loan would have been good. Across the Universe or yesterday, I saw both Across the Universe and yesterday, and I think I like yesterday better. It was more fun. But I didn't mind Across the Universe. I saw Across the Universe. I didn't mind it. It was all right. Yeah, George was. I think I've seen the clips of George Harrison in the movie Life of Brian. I've seen the clips of George. Beetle Rick, hello, good morning, Beetle Rick. How are you? Yeah, right. All right, come on, folks. We got people. Finally, people are coming around here. Got people, 43 or so right now. Okay, people are waking up. I've never seen the Love Show, Daniel. Never seen the Love Show. Beatles Love, you mean? Yeah, I've never seen it. Yeah, besides, it says, always curious about this room. Looks like a school or a clubhouse room. It's a school room. It's a classroom. Classroom. Did I watch the Benny Hill show? Oh yeah, I like when he used to slap that ball guy. No, that was, yeah, I used to watch that when it was on TV. Yeah, that was fun to watch. I talked about that already, Lucky Jackson. No, I did not buy the Beatles albums in the record store video. I found them to be a little too pricey. They were more than I would expect them to be, and even though they were more than I expected them to be, I just was not. I didn't have the really disposable cash at that time to spend that much. Anyway, if I had it, I might have thought about it. How many editions of the Band on the Run 50th anniversary release will you purchase? I'm probably going to get the vinyl and the CD. Probably. I mean, because I wasn't that thrilled about the idea of that thing, but then when I heard the Band on the Run, the song Band on the Run, the underdubbed mix of it was really intriguing, and I liked it. So I figured, yeah, I want to hear it. I want to get this. So probably will get the vinyl and the CD. How come they don't reissue the Yesterday and Today album? Well, they reissued it on CD. I know that, and even the compact disc has that kind of butcher cover where you could peel the butcher cover off the CD. Um, Yakety Sax works for so many situations other than Benny Hill. B-side says, Okay, so what's going on, everybody? How are you all today? This Sunday morning. It's supposed to rain really hard all day today. It's 9:30 a.m. now, and we have not had any rain yet. We're very lucky. We got a dry ride up here. It didn't rain up here, and then we're going to go back towards home later, and hopefully, it's going to start raining at some point. The ride home may be fraught with inclement weather. Who knows? We'll find out about that. Inclement weather. Did I say inclement? Inclement weather. The willow turns his back on inclement weather. John Lennon's album Rock and Roll for anniversary edition. Eventually. I'm sure we'll get that eventually. It's Robbie Detroit says it's raining here in Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I hate rain. Hate rain, but it's better than snow. No rain in South Jersey yet, Glenn says. Okay, let's hope hope I don't get any rain till I get home. To tell you the truth. I've had a hankering to watch Magical Mystery Tour again. I haven't seen Magical Mystery Tour in a long time, and I've had a hankering to watch it lately because I did see a two legs talk on it, and it was interesting. So I thought maybe made me think about it again. So I may put that on later or soon. CD man Nick says there's no rain in White Plains yet. CD man says I don't love the rain when you get flooded in your basement. And I know what you mean. I don't have a basement, and well, and whenever I move and whenever I get a house, whether it has a basement or not, I won't know. I mean, but when we get into a house rental, when we get into a house rental, I'm not going to put if there is a basement, I will not put my valuables in the basement. Never. I'll never do that because too many floods in the basement. You can have a problem there, so that's not going to happen. And I feel sorry for people who have had floods and have had their records destroyed. Good point, Lucky Jackson. Good point. He says the only rain I like is by the Beatles. Yeah, me too. I don't like rain at all. Oh, I hate it. I don't know who would like rain, to tell you the truth. It's kind of gloomy and depressing. But yeah, sometimes I get into the whole thing about listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, as the song goes. Sometimes I get into that idea. It's nice to hear the rhythm of the rain. Um, yeah, I think Magical Mystery Tour and the Monkees film Head, it makes for a good double feature. But I don't have the movie Head by the Monkees. I'd like to get it. Either on a DVD or a Blu-ray. I know you can get the movie Head by buying the Monkees box set or something, but it's expensive. I don't want to spend that kind of money on it. I hope they just reissue the damn movie on Blu-ray, period. I don't know who owns it. Rhino Records. Rhino is really, really something when it comes to milking the Monkees. You know, People always put their records there, knowing it could flood. Steve Carlson lost his whole collection. Yeah, it's a damn shame, man. Wow, his whole collection, the entire collection. Yay. Uh, mm, Temperature's not bad in here. we're near 60 degrees today. I think we're going to get near 60 degrees, whether, even if it rains. It's we're supposed to get, it's pretty high today. That's fine with me. I'll take that anytime, anytime. Get rid of the cold, get rid of the snow and ice, and I'm fine. You know? Robbie says they should issue the Beatles albums on colored vinyl. Please, no temptations. Mm. B-Sides says that she thinks that Steve's collection has made a serious comeback, this time in an upstairs room. Okay. So he bought the collection back. Do I like any progressive rock? Well, I never understand exactly what progressive rock is. I don't like Yes. Genesis, I like some Genesis. ELP, a song or two that I've heard, you know. Patrick Sweden, hello, hello. What's going on, Patrick? Chrissy says our temperature is only 21 degrees and it snowed here yesterday. Very cold. I'm freezing here. Where are you, Chrissy? That's freezing there. Yeah, we're spread. That guy who lost his collection has come back pretty quickly. I guess he's got money. Don't forget, I sold my Beatles collection. I don't know when, the early 2000s, 2004, 5, or 6, around there. And okay, Chrissy is in Iowa. Okay, so I sold my Beatles collection, my whole record collection, in by the early 2000s. And then in 2011, I started buying it back, and I'm great. I've got a great. I got a better record, much, 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 much better record collection today in 2023 than I did in 2006 or 7, whatever it was. So 2000. So I got a better. I got it back good. It's 75 degrees in Georgia. 75 degrees. You're speaking my language, Robbie. Yes, you know it. All right. Is there anything from the original collection you still haven't gotten back? Oh, there were a few titles here and there, but I can hardly think of them. One of them that I haven't gotten back that I'd like to get is it's a 12-inch 45. It's a bootleg 12-inch record, but on 45 speed. What a shame Mary Jane had a pain at the party. And the cover of that disc has the Beatles, those pseudo bald haircuts where they kind of like, it's fake, where they kind of like give them crew cuts or bald cuts. Um, that's the one thing I can think about. But other than that, there's not a hell of a lot I can think about. That's nothing that's that important to me anyway. So Okay, I'm sorry about those awkward silences where I have nothing to say and nobody's commented. So sometimes if I have news to give you or something, I'll say it in those dead moments. But I don't really have anything really right now going on. Nothing I can think of. I didn't know Beetle Babe was doing a live chat now too. See, I didn't realize that. I don't mean to intrude on her chat, but you know, um, Sundays I usually start later. I'm glad that Beetle Babe is feeling well enough to do a chat because she wasn't feeling well for a while. And yes, I'm glad she's bounced back a little. Hello, Robert Logan. How are you? What's going on, Robert? Before you ask, I still don't know about Chicago in the summer, but if we have the money that we can spend and everything, maybe I'll try to go. Because the way I look at it is, the uh, the Chicago Fest for Beatles fans in August coming 2024 could be the last Beatle Fest anywhere. I mean, I'm not positive of that. I don't know any private information, secret information, or anything. I'm just guessing that maybe that'll be the case. Maybe. So, but it may continue. It may continue. All right. Uh, Anybody want to hit the like button? Please do help support the channel. Also, if anybody wants to help the tip jar, I would appreciate that. It helps the channel. It helps me keep the lights on. Helps me keep on just paying for the internet. Everything that you need to make these videos. The editing software, everything that I use. You know, Stuff to share with you and show you, etc., etc., etc. Have I seen the new Beatles Now and Then bootleg? Has many different versions. Yeah, I've seen that, a little bit of that. Yes, I have. Uh, Hello to Tom Hanyati. Watched the Clint Howard episode. That was the best one so far. Is that the one with? There's a few with him. It's the one with the big brothers when Oscar wants to be a big brother, and is that the one? I hope you're enjoying it, Tom. Overall, are you enjoying the Odd Couple season one overall, or would you say it's a chore, or what would you say? Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. I love that when like Felix wants to play those boring opera records, and at the end he's like, "Gee, Mr. Unger, I'd really love to come back and listen to some of your records. I like to hear. I like to see those stamps again too." Mm, I know that Matthew Street was showing a bootleg, the Now and Then bootleg thing. Yeah, I know that. It's a little bit. I think you meant to say chore. It's a little bit of a chore. Hey, look, everybody's different, but I'm sorry that it's a chore for to watch The Odd Couple. It should be fun, but I think it's hilarious. Whatever. But I still say when you get to the other seasons, I'd like to know what you think of season two when you get to it. The different apartment and the different live crowd and energy and all that stuff. I think better scripts. The scripts get better. Uh, I'm not going to talk too much about the Matthew Street, the bootleg thing. Ask him, go to his channel. You could ask him, I guess, because I didn't really, I didn't get it. and or not yet anyway, that I know of. It didn't show it. But yeah, everybody's different, Glenn. Everybody's different. For some reason, for some reason, Tom loves the Odd Couple movie with Walter Matthau so much, and Jack Lemmon, that from what he's told me, he's got a hard time appreciating the TV series. And it can go either way. It depends on what you see first, I guess. But I think as much as I like the movie, I don't think there's any match. There's no comparison. I think the TV guys are much better. But um, that's me. It's my opinion. I think June. I think June is when the Mind Game set comes out. June of 2024. Tom Agnotti says he's enjoying Jack Klugman on the Odd Couple more than Randall. I think I was asking my girlfriend about this, and she says she thinks that Tony Randall gets him. I think I agree. I think that Tony Randall really gets a lot better in the following seasons. Although I think he's fine in the first season, but he really gets better as we get going. Yes, I've noticed that, Robbie. Yes, I have noticed that. Indeed, I have noticed that. Matthew Street looks like he took off some weight. Yes, I noticed that. Congratulations. Well, hopefully, I'm hoping that I'm going to get my Blu-ray box set of The Odd Couple tomorrow. Tomorrow is when mine's supposed to arrive, and then we'll start going through the series. My girlfriend and I, that's something that we both love. We love The Odd Couple, so we have no problem watching, going through the whole series together. That's one thing we mutually enjoy together. So that's good. The episode where Felix was the best man was good also. Now let me just ask you: is that the one when he breaks up the marriage, the wedding? Because if it is, the only reason I ask is everybody's got their own opinion. But a lot of people, a lot of diehard fans think out of the 114 episodes, that particular episode that I'm referring to is one of the worst. So I'm just doesn't mean I think that's great that you love it or not love it, but you enjoyed it. I know you like the jury duty one when they met on jury duty. The jury duty one is one of the best ones. It's like it's 12 Angry Men, really. Uh, did you see the one with the bird when Felix's parrot dies? Felix, this is ridiculous. Let's drop the bird. Get out of here. They must have a funeral for the bird. He's like, what are you talking about? He goes, come on, will you? He's got the bird in the garbage. He's trying to throw the bird out in the garbage. He's like, come on, this is ridiculous. Let's drop the bird and get out of here. Do you think that vinyl has finally cooled off and is possibly on the downswing? I don't think it's on the downswing yet, but I think if they keep on making these outrageous prices, it will be on the downswing. New vinyl is ridiculously overpriced. Okay, Beetle Eddie says, I'm going to start highlighting some comments. Just spoke to Ken Dashow. He was giving away red and blue albums. He told me he finished for today. We'll give out one. Yeah, I heard that. He's playing today. He was playing a lot of John. Thank God for small favors because John's passing anniversary. Penny Lane is here. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes, as I always say whenever I see her here. You know, ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? I got for some reason that song popped in my head. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking around. As soon as I sing that, I hear people in there. Isn't that always the way? I make a fool of myself singing that. Now I hear there's people in the next one. We just got here. I hope they never release Yesterday and Today with a fake butcher cover because I mean there's some bootlegs of it out, but because it ruins the fun and the collectability of the original. You know. Oh, Albert Brooks. Yeah, one of them was Albert Brooks. One of them was when they were snowbound. Right? Is that it? Is that the snowbound one or no? By the way, Felix is missing. Did you see Felix is missing? I think that's a great episode. Felix is missing. I think Albert Brooks is in that one. And the other one is when Mandar when he has like an aftershave lotion or something, right? The Oscar. He wants an Oscar for a commercial. Yeah, I love that episode. Felix is missing. I remember that, and he drew another king. I could have killed him. This is a frame. I'm being framed by myself and my ex best friends. Felix, I could kill you. Uh, Jack Daniels just got done listening to Help. The stereo remix is pretty strong. I'm excited for a remix. Help, Help, the album Help. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. What did I ask Santa for this year? Nothing. All I want is good health. That's all I want. Good health and some money. But other than that, you know, it's kid stuff. What do you want for Christmas? I don't know. It's kind of kid stuff to me now. We need a magical mystery tour box set. Well, I can wait. We already had one, but it wasn't that big of a deal. We need a better magical mystery tour set. Simon, let me put this up. Do you think we'll eventually get the Rubber Soul Super Deluxe set? Yes, I think we'll definitely get the Super Deluxe set for sure. I think that'll be the next one, I bet. And I think we won't get the Hamburg remix until Ringo passes as Pete Best is on the drums. Well, Pete Best is not on drums in the Hamburg thing. Ringo's on the drums. So in the Hamburg Star Club tapes, it's actually Ringo. Ringo joined the band. And that's why, for a lot of reasons, I don't think the Star Club tapes are all that. Everybody thinks they're so great, and I'm thinking, no, not really. It would be great if it was 1961 or 60, but when they were really at their young savage best in that regard. But I have not. I've gotten there was. I haven't gotten any snow yet. There was one day we got a few flakes of snow. No. Da, 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 da. This is an interesting question. I go back and forth with this all the time. Am I still focusing on CDs? Lately, I'm thinking I'm back to the mood where I want to like sell a lot of vinyl and just keep CDs mainly of other artists, different artists. And then other times I say, no, I want to keep the vinyl. So it goes, it goes back and forth. Yes, I mean that's okay. Yeah, yeah. Ringo is on he's on the Hamburg tapes, and that's why they're not that big a deal. The Beatles already, in my opinion, they're not a big deal because Ringo had joined the Beatles. They had already released "Love Me Do." They were probably playing in Hamburg, Germany, in their suits and ties. They probably weren't wearing leather or tweed vests, so I don't see the point, honestly. Do I like the Who? I've come to like the Who in recent times. I didn't like them years ago. I like them now. And Who's Next is my favorite album so far. Yeah, you say I'm also selling my vinyl and building a CD collection. Excuse me, chair's stuck. The collecting aspect is the same, plus it's cheaper and a more convenient format. I agree 1,000%. You know, but still, I get suckered in when I look at the vinyl and I see that great artwork and the gatefold and the size of the artwork. That's kind of hard to step away from. You know. Yeah, I've never seen The Kids Are All Right. I remember the trailer with Ringo. Hello, children. You know who I am. I know who you are, and we all know who the Who are. Something like that. That music back there, or something. The Stones are the Who. The Stones by a mile for me. I'm not even saying that the Stones are necessarily a better band than the Who. But I just personally like them better. The Stones. They're my preference. Still no rain. I'm glad so far. We'll see. It's almost 10 o'clock and no rain. Not gonna last forever. Not gonna hold out forever. Do you consider Pete Townsend and Brian Wilson geniuses? Genius is a strong word. I don't know. I don't know. No, maybe not. Not Pete Townsend and Brian Wilson is closer to a genius to me than Pete Townsend is. But I like what they do. I like their work, overall. Most of some of it. I don't like Pet Sounds, you know that. But yeah, the Stones have a new edition of their latest album with live tracks. Yeah, I got to check that out. I heard about that because I love that Hackney Diamonds album, but I don't really like them live so much. Yeah, best documentaries of groups. I can't think of that right now. I know you mentioned Spinal Tap. Everybody really likes Spinal Tap a lot. Who's Next has convinced me that Pete Townsend is close to Paul's level of perfectionism and genius. It's a good album, that's for sure. Will we eventually see more Let It Be footage and more from the India footage? I think we will see more from the Let It Be Get Back really footage. And I don't know about India. There's two documentaries out on India already. Uh, the Beatles in India, and the Beatles and India. I think. Am I at work? Nope. I thought you retired. I am retired. Absolutely. I come here once. Some Sundays I drive up here to drive my girlfriend here because she has a side hustle. What she does, she has a side job. Well, she's got two jobs. I don't know if that's the right. Uh, she's been doing this for a long time. Why do you feel they ruin reissues by doing them at half speed mastering? Supposedly, half speed mastering is much improved sound on vinyl. I'm wondering why you feel they ruin it. I haven't seen Quadrophenia yet. I saw the movie of Tommy. The movie of Tommy was weird but fun. You know. Yes, the Band on the Run song. You're talking about the underdub mix or whatever, the underdub version. That's different. The beginning is the part is not that different, but later on it sounds different, much different. Um, Robbie says half-speed masters sound compressed. How's Bazooka Joe doing? I hope he's feeling better. I haven't seen him in a while, for a couple of weeks, but I trust he's doing better. And I spoke to him a little bit by text, a little bit, and he seems okay. And I just hope all is well with Joe. And maybe I'll talk to him soon. Do I like Pink Floyd? Yeah, sure, but not everything. You know, Dark Side of the Moon. I love that stuff, and I like most of what I hear on the wall. You know, but the early more chaotic psychedelic Floyd, not so much. But I haven't given it a lot of time. So 700 million for 10 years. The Dodgers wasting money. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, there's a lot of money wasted in baseball and sports in general. You know, giving these players astronomical sums every year, which is pathetic. You know, give them like 500,000 a year. That's enough money for anybody. Um, Jack Daniels has come to accept that he only owns a few or albums by non-Beatle artists. Wasn't there a mono mix of Ram? Yes, there was a mono mix of Ram. To me, I played it, and for the life of me, it didn't sound any different. Well, that record store day one, the mono record store day release of Ram, many years back now, just didn't sound that different to me. And I usually pick up on differences in mono and stereo. The government gets half of that 7 million. So what? It's still enough. I mean, it's still enough. It's still enough. I'll gladly make. I don't know. If I make 100 million. If they want to give me like 100 million a year, and they say, well, the government's going to take 50 million of that. I'll take 50 million a year. Too many people trying to get by on like 15, 20,000 a year or whatever they make, you know. Okay, there's the detail. That's pathetic. That's ridiculous. There should be a big salary cap. I have not seen Ed of the King's Court, but yesterday he popped up in my comment section and said hi in the comments. But I have not seen Ed of the King's Court in a while. Okay, it says that NBA basketball has a salary cap. Well, thank God for small favors. Baseball is the only major sport with no official salary cap. Well, that's insane, in my opinion. It's insane. She is. The NFL has a salary cap. Well, at least that's one thing I like about football, nothing else. Give us your top three favorite non-Beatles compilations, best of. I can't think of that right now. And I don't know. I'll try to think of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers has a good one. Hot Rocks is a good one. Stones. Wow. There's got to be another one. I don't know. Favorite Motown band, The Supremes. We call it a band, girl group. Yeah, Supremes are far and away my favorite Motown act artists. Love the Supremes. So many great hits. Okay, folks. Hey, here he is. It's Woodland Goblin. I'm sorry, Woodland Goblin. I had to unearth your friend Earth. Or I should say, I guess your friend Earth, I had to put in the Earth. He brought it on himself, though. I gave him a lot of chances. Do I like the Carpenters? Yes, I do like the Carpenters. I think that Karen Carpenter had an amazing, silky voice. Love it. Do I own any Denny Lane solo? No, I don't. As far as I know, I don't have any solo Denny Lane. Hello to Elliot. Good to see Elliot. What's a good word? Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Yeah. If we ever have a shortage of toilet paper, I'll buy the Taylor Swift Time magazine to wipe my tush with. Best cover songs by the Beatles, Twist and Shout, Money, That's What I Want, Bad Boy, Long Tall Sally, Roll Over Beethoven, Words of Love. Wow, maybe that's a bunch right there. Yes, Elliot tells me I should pick up the Holidays album. Same lineup as Band on the Run in London Town. Maybe, maybe, maybe. You never know. I think I once had an opportunity to buy that, but it was really expensive. Yeah, Ringo's version of the Shirelle song "Boys" is great too. Yeah, somebody, Glenn, put that down there. Hello to Darren Gamble. Hello, everybody. Say hello to Darren. Hey, there's Elementary Penguin. All right, there, meathead. Dummy up, huh? Exactly. What is my least favorite Beach Boys hit? Oh, that's interesting. I'd have to see a list of their hits. Like, what's a Beach Boys hit that I don't like that much? Wow, that's a tough one. I'd have to see a list and then pick from the list. You know, Elliot says another one worth getting is that album, which again I had an opportunity to buy. Denny Lane album called Lane, Lane. But I don't love Denny Lane. I hate to tell you, like, I like Denny Lane as part of. He's good in Wings, but I really don't care to go buy solo Denny Lane. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. Do I like the song "Surfing USA"? Yes. Do I? I don't know. We got to think of. Oh, I know one was rock and roll music a hit. Was the Beach Boys version of rock and roll that awful, god awful, lazy, lame, slow tempo rock and roll music? Was that a hit? If that was a hit, that's the one that sucks. You know, just let me hear some of that rock and roll, you rock and roll in the old way you choose it. Come on, man, give me a break with that. Liliac has a new video out, Heaven and Hell. Well, until Liliac starts getting released into the regular stores, I'm not going to be able to get any. I'm not going to go crazy ordering things from the Liliac Club, the Liliac website. You have to like start putting things in the stores. Rock and roll music was a hit. I don't think it's the most known version at all, to tell you the truth, though. I don't think so. Oh yeah, there it is. Rock and roll music by the Beach Boys. That's their worst song out of their hits, anyway. Yes, right now, if I listed my top 10 favorite albums of all time, definitely Hackney Diamonds by the Rolling Stones would be right in there. Absolutely. Yes, the Beatles did rock and roll music as well, and much, much better than the Beach Boys version. No, no singing today. Sorry, Darren, no singing today. If you're not feeling it, plus we got people in the next room. Elliot says, when I hung out with David Peel, I had the chance to hang out with JoJo Lane and her son Boston, excuse me, Lane. Very interesting. Woodland Goblin is going to be getting some Christmas cheese too. Where are you going to get that Christmas cheese from? Between your toes? Sorry, that was funny. What am I doing for Christmas this year? I should be going up to Maine. Uh, yeah, Stephen Price, the album Leo Sayer sings the Beatles. That was awful. I did hear that. That was really, really bad. Yeah, I agree with you there. If you want to dance with me, if you want to dance with me. Woodland, I gotta say though, you gotta stop that. You gotta stop like raking Jen over the coals. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with that. Yes, I do like eggnog. I won't be drinking any this year, but I do like it. Yeah, no eggnog this year. Yes, I am going to get the 50th anniversary of Band on the Run. I didn't care too much at first until I heard the bonus material with the underdub mixes, which I like. I heard the title track Band on the Run or the underdub, and I like it. So I am kind of looking forward to that. Um, I don't know if I saw your comment, Penny Lane, regarding Denny Lane. Sorry. Good morning to Josh. Yes, Grow Old With Me was recorded by Ringo Starr. Yeah. Was William Shatner's cover of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds the worst cover of a Beatles song? I guess that qualifies as one of the worst. 68 viewers, 21 likes. Yeah, I don't feel like driving it home. Come on, hit the likes, hit the likes. I just did it. Hit the likes. Absolutely. And drinking beer from a wooden cup. What's going on here? I got an itchy nose all of a sudden. I have not played Joan Jett's Mindset album yet. Believe it or not. I'm sure everybody can believe it, but whatever. It's just a situation in my apartment. It's just not vinyl friendly, unfortunately. Did I ever consider creating a theme song for the channel? Not really. Maybe the Madman song that John did, Madman with the Mean Mr. Mustard, the run through, but no, not really. But back to the Joan Jett album, I don't know the song "Whiskey Goes Good," and "Whiskey Goes Good" is pretty decent. Well, I talked a lot about that already, Elliot. The first, half hour or so of it. All I could tell you about those Taiwan Beatles records is that somebody tried to sell a bunch of records, and the condition was really bad, so they couldn't make an offer on it because they were in bad condition. So the guy said, "Well, can I just leave them with you then?" So they basically just dumped them off at the store. We didn't realize at the time that there was some of those Taiwanese or whatever Beatles albums in there. And then when I got a price on them, the price was a little too hefty for me, so I passed on them. I didn't buy them. That's about all I could say. I think I saw the video where Paul breaks down his most iconic songs. Yes, I saw that video. I think. Jack Daniels says, "I can't waste money on late career albums by any artist. It's best to save your money for music recorded of the best years of their career." Well, I don't know how you could say that across the board. That's a stupid comment, to be honest with you. Not say you're stupid, but the comment's stupid because some of their best work could be late in their career. It depends on the artist, I guess. But you're sitting here and stating it as a fact, as if their early careers is the so-called best years of their career. As a general, as a blanketed statement, I don't agree with that. If Penny Lane is still listening, please tell me what you said about Denny Lane. I don't know if I saw it. Goodbye to Glenn. Glenn's leaving us. Sorry. I'm glad you were here. Um, well, I know what you're feeling about this, but as I said before, that's not true of every artist. And to believe it's true of every single artist, though, you said most artists, so okay. I just don't agree with it. Agree with it for every artist. That's all. Well, wait a minute. Elliot says we're still waiting on a Ringo deluxe box. Nobody says for sure that that's happening, though. There's rumors that it might be happening, but there's nothing in stone. And then you said living in the material world 50th anniversary set. I think it's more likely we'll get a living in the material world set than a Ringo set, but I hope we get both, obviously. Yeah, that's true, Elliot. We got Band on the Run and Mind Games coming at least. And I do hope I heard somewhere that we might get living in the material world set. But I haven't heard anything rock solid on it. Will you see the Godzilla versus Kong movie in 2024? I don't know yet. I still want to see the Godzilla versus Kong movie from the last one they did, which I haven't seen yet. I have a copy of it though. It's like I have like a million and seven things to catch up with. Okay, have you noticed that on the Red and Blue 2023 mixes, there's no mention of Giles Martin remixing it. So do you think he didn't mix it? Yeah, he mixed it. Yes, he did. Oh yeah, yeah. I can't imagine that there's no mention of him on it. That's weird. Did I see the Now and Then Deluxe album on YouTube? If you're talking about the Matthew Street one, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we talked about that. Mm. It's getting comfortable here in this chair. A George Harrison box set with electronic sounds and Wonderwall for completists? Doubtful. Highly doubtful. Not for nothing, but if I can be the naysayer again, I saw the list of stuff on there. You didn't need all that stuff. All that stuff on there was extraneous stuff for the hardcore collector. It's great to have as a hardcore collector, but the stuff that was on that bootleg is it's not all consumer friendly. I don't think in that case. You say you like Sean Lennon's treatment of the Lennon mixes better than Giles Martin's. I think we're mostly talking about Paul Hicks with that. I like Paul Hicks. I like the Lennon work on the Lennon much better than the stuff on the Beatles. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% on this. Yes, indeed. Bit song 100. I agree 1000% with that. Look at Woodland already trying to throw negativity in here. So now we have to buy the same seven Rubber Soul songs again when the Rubber Soul stereo remix comes out. Save it, Woodland. That's silly. Come on. As I've retired, are you going to visit I guess the UK, British, where I live? Um, One day I'd love to do that. I've said that many times, but I just got to get where the money's going to come from. I don't know. But if we ever could, I have the reissue of the Wedding album. I have too many versions of the Wedding album. I have at least three. I have an American one. I have four. I have an American one. I have the reissue that you mentioned. I have a Japanese one, and I have an eight-track tape one. That's four copies of the Wedding album, and they all take up space. They're all kind of thick there. Okay, I got you. Let's just clarify this from Robert Logan. A little clarification there. Okay. Well, I visited Dakota many. I've been to the Dakota many times. Um, it, it's a beautiful building, but because it's so cursed because of what happened there with the murder of John, it has a very ominous kind of unpleasant vibe to it now. You know, that's the best I could say about it. No, Elliot, I can't say I had the pleasure of hearing this. You hear No, you know me. I feel terrible. Poor Elliot. He's always trying to tell me about all this stuff, and I'm like, hey, sometimes I'm interested. Sometimes I'm interested. You never know, but please keep it coming. I'm just saying, happy birthday, beautiful, with Ringo on drums. Nope, did not hear that. Okay, it's time for me to stretch my legs a bit. I like to stand up now and then. Sitting down too much is not good. I always like standing, walking, moving around. You know. Yes, it's true. Rosemary's Baby was also filmed at the Dakota building. Yes. Okay. All night long, all night, all night. I went to the Dakota in 1977 with a few friends, and we went there to see if we could get a glimpse of John. And we went there, and the doorman informed us John's not there right now. He's vacationing in Japan. So we missed the opportunity in 1977 to see him. And then I went there in September of 1980, while he was recording Double Fantasy. We went there like 1 o'clock in the morning. We just stood across the street and stared at the Dakota. So I went there twice before John died, technically. 1 o'clock in the morning being a ridiculous time to go to Dakota. Yes, the Bob Harris interview was really a great interview of John. I love that. Wasn't John in Bermuda around that time in 1980? As far as I know, he was not. He was recording Double Fantasy in August of 1980. Unless he went back to Bermuda. I don't know. I'm not 100% with things so sometimes. I don't know. I mean, he was in Bermuda before that, but I don't know if he went back at that time. Is what I'm saying. I know he was there before that. Okay, what's on everybody's so-called minds? That's a line I love to say. It's from a movie. It doesn't mean anything personally. It's just funny. Uh, yeah, see, John was in Bermuda in 1979, and that's what inspired him to start writing music again. But I don't know if he went back in 1980 or whatever. He was in Cold Spring Harbor in spring of 1980. Yeah, this would be an interesting set. Yeah, there's still things they can do for John. Yeah, I suppose. It would take about 7 months to do this, so I can't. Come on, I got tons of favorite movie quotes. Have I ever gone for the sing along on December 8th? I think I was there. Uh, well, I don't know if it was December 8th. I don't remember ever going on December 8th, but I know I've gone to Strawberry Fields with people gathering in there on different days. But I don't know if I ever went on December 8th. Is the first song on Sometime in New York City the reason why the box set hasn't been released? There has been no official announcement or any official reason given why Sometime in New York City was passed over. And I'm of the belief that there are a whole host of reasons that we don't know about yet. I'm also of the faith that we will get Sometime in New York City at some point in some way. Yes, this is good information. Yes, I do remember. Yes, I have heard about this. Yeah, Sean just released 50 acetate 12-inch singles. Will give peace a chance and remember love. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Henry. Yes, definitely on the same page about this. Yeah, definitely one of the best female vocalists. Amazing. Yeah, that's a good Christmas song too. Very yes, very nice. Another waste. A person died too young and didn't need to die, but I don't understand that anorexia disease. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Okay. Do you think Double Fantasy would have hit if John had lived? Um, I've answered this before a lot of times. I think that the problem was that 1988 was there were a lot of good albums and a lot of good songs, and there was a lot of competition, which I was surprised Double Fantasy didn't do as well as it should have before John was killed. But I think it would, I think the single, just like Starting Over, might have gotten up to number one. Mhm. Very true. I also like Sandy West of the Runaways, who was also deceased. Okay, folks, I'm going to stop this chat now. Okay. We got some things to do before we go home. So anyway, thank you all for being here for this edition of Catch Up with Mayo. And I'll still be trying to do these most mornings, if not all mornings. So stay tuned tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be doing it tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll be doing it from home with my peppermint tea, which I kind of miss right now. So it's got the water. But thank you very much. Great to see you. And just some last minute comments here. What are my thoughts on Brenda Lee hitting number one? Yeah, it's great. It's great. Why hasn't it happened before with this Christmas song? You know, So anyway, okay. Cheers, everybody. Talk soon.